Radha Kunda, October 6, 2024. Questions and answers. Does that cover what? Is this okay?
Yes.
Okay. Good question? Good question. Question?
Is it possible for a guru to commit an aparadha against a disciple?
Question is asked, is it possible for a guru to commit an offense to a disciple? So of course yes, because disciple and guru are relative terms defining a relationship. But objectively, both the guru and the disciple are Vaishnavas that are both devotees of Krishna. So there are 10 aparadhas to a devotee of Krishna that anyone can make at any time. Up until the level of prema, it's possible to offend a Vaishnava, even at the level of Baba, Gaudiya Vaisnava says. So certainly a guru can offend a disciple. And so the guru should be humble enough and sincere enough to beg forgiveness from the disciple for the aparadha that he or she makes possibly to the disciple. If the guru is supreme bhakta, he won't make any offenses. It's not possible because the qualities that make offenses are not in his heart or his consciousness at the level of prema. So he has a certain kind, at the level of prema, you have prema dristi and sama dristi. You have equal vision. Moreover, you see everyone serving Krishna better than you are. So prema bhakti, he's faultless. He's a krita droha. He has no enemies and he's faultless. He's nirdosh. He's nirdosh. He's practicing nirguna bhakti. There's no materiality in his consciousness. There's no lust, anger, greed, envy, any material contamination in his heart or mind. So it's impossible for a liberated soul, prema bhakti, to make offense to anyone, especially another Vaishnava appearing in the role of a disciple. But other than if the guru is not prema bhakta, which is rare, there's every chance that the guru can also offend disciples. Without a false ego, they may think that they're beyond, the king can do no wrong, they say. Because the king makes the rules. He can make the rules and break the rules. That's why he's the king. If you object to his breaking the rules, he'll show you that he's the king by cutting your head off. To prove that you're not the king. So you have no more to say after that.
Yeah, that's pretty much done with that.
No more objections. That's why every time you should off with your head. King said, off with his head. True. Once I have a friend who's a Gujarati Brahmin, and he's a guru. He's a Gaudiya Vaisnava guru, and he gave me some advice after the fact. hindsight other than foresight. But he told me in 2013, he said, if I had a mutiny among disciples that were conspiring against me, like you experienced in 2012 and 13, I would immediately disown those disciples. I would immediately publicly disown them, reject them, before they could stick a dagger in my back. I said, you're a pretty smart guy. I'm not so smart. He said, I'm very sensitive to what's going on in my Sangha. If I find any rebellious attitudes or any anti-guru attitudes, I immediately eliminate those disciples from the Sangha. I say, you don't like what's going on? Go elsewhere. I reject you as a disciple, find another guru, get lost. Right away, he nips it in the bud. He's a Brahmin, a high-class quality human being who's really Brahmin. He gave you that advice. Sounds like a cutthroat Kshatriya. But he says very practical, realistic advice. I said, well, you should have told me a year ago. So I don't know if I have the such a nature like that to cut, but that was good advice. They say in political science, there's 4 ways to convince somebody to your viewpoint. Sama, Veda, Dana, Danda. So some means pacify the guy. You're making noise. You say, what do you want? You say, I want money, I want a kingdom. Okay, take money, take a kingdom, get lost. You're the king of BR, whatever. Go back to BR and be a king. Okay, good, thank you. I want some money, okay, take $1 billion. Okay, go. That's called Sama. B means you divide. You divide the guy, by making enemies to him that attack him instead of you, in different ways to divide a person. The final one is Danda. Danda means you beat the crap out of him. Take a Danda, take a stick, and say, listen, you fall in line, or I'll knock your head off. So I wise Brahmin guru advisor advised you had done the he said, beat them out. So now I know what to do. The present day, I was very well behaved. Like one American president said, walk lightly, but carry a big stick. He said, talk softly, but carry a big stick.
Was that Teddy?
Yeah, that was right. Teddy. Theodore Roosevelt, to be exact.
Yeah.
Nickname
like Teddy. That's
Teddy.
I thought it'd be a good guess. It sounded like him.
Yeah, he was right.
He was a tough guy.
He was a tough guy.
Yeah.
Those were the days of old when knights were bold. Now knights were scary cats, chickens. Anyways, it's American. It's American slang for 1950. If a guy was, if somebody challenged you to a fight, a teenager, a fight, you always go on. And you said, oh, I'm not today. The other guy, antagonized the guy, was saying, you're a chicken? I guess chickens are scared, they don't fight much, they run away or something. Make much noise, run away. So you make much noise and say, no, I'm not in the mood today. You see, you're chicken, you're afraid to fight. So if somebody calls her a chicken, they have to fight. You can't let somebody get away with that. So I don't know. We read in Radha Krishna, this kind of Siva, Ruga Swami. Said there's a group of elderly gopis. Elderly gopis. They're saving Krishna to speak dirty words. They call him dirty names and call him dirty words. You black guy, you liar, you cheater. You, it's nice. He likes it. That's their Siddhika Seva. They're a bunch of old ditties, a bunch of old gopis. They see Krishna on the street, hey you! And his friend said, Krishna, they're showing you out. That's okay. They're old ladies, nobody pays attention to old ladies, They're harmless, they can't do anything. They're showing old ladies out. It's amazing when you read about Krishna's qualities and associates, how variegated they are. There's no stereotype person there. Everybody's unique and exciting in their own individual way. Their intimate way, or joking way, or neutral way, or opposing way. It's really a dynamic reality of interesting characters that all make Krishna's Leela so much attractive, so sweet, irresistible. Friends and lovers, and girlfriends and wives, and jokers, and funny Brahmins and fat Brahmins. They're always crazy about sweets, like some new boxes in a temple or something. So he's sneaking off somewhere to eat a bunch of sweets. There's always one guy in every temple that's mad for mom sweets. He's always sneaking around. First one, the D room, and every mom offering There was a newspaper in New Vrindavan. They had, it's called Brijvasi Spirit. It was published by devotees in New Vrindavan, West Virginia. It's called New Vrindavan. Probably gave it the name. Kirtananda was in charge there. So they had one column there, it was written anonymously. And the name of the title of the column was Confessions of a Prasadam Addict. Confessions of a Prasadam Addict, like a narcotics addict. He was addicted, he or she, whoever it was, addicted to prasadam. So they used to describe how they would sneak in the tea room in the early morning after Mongol Bollywood, Mongol Arctic offering. And they would lock the door inside, take all the sweets and put them in a tippet, put it in a bag, shoulder bag, and open the tea doors, unlock it and sneak out. You go outside the temple, eat all the things. And then the temperature understood somebody was stealing it all. So he locked them up. So then the next week the column was about, I went in to steal the sweets and I found they were locked up. And that's no problem for us. We took the hinges off the door. We left the locks on the door, but we took the hinges off the door. So the doors, so we opened the doors on the side, took all the sweets, and put the screws and the hinges back on, and the heavy tray came home. Good. So he opened the lock with the key. He had the key, threw it up. There's no sweets. How he did this? There's only one key, I had the key. So I have to try to complain until prison. Some guy stole the sweets again. Oh, they're locked up? Yeah, they're locked up. There's a great mystery all through the community. Who's stealing the sweets? So that was one column. Confessions of Prasadam. Don't know who it was. It was a very exciting column. All the news about cows giving birth and crops, they grew this much corn and had this fog on glass and built this new temple, bought this new tractor and this thing and all this stuff. Farm news. Throaty farm news. He's got a new outfit for generosity. Picking a new outfit. With a town, Throaty newspaper. Very popular. All over America thought he was reading the paper. And they were adopted. A lot of ideas how to steal for son also. So that's a good thing to do, steal for son. But offending disciples, the Guru's offending disciples is not a good thing. Or anybody offending other devotees is not a good thing. So we started with a very bitter topic of Gurus offending disciples. We ended on a very sweet note. Mahaprasad Govinda. That's one verse everybody knows. No, everybody says, everybody was down, this was so they I don't know what it means. But we know we say that, then we eat, then we die. So when you move to Vrindavan, usually you eat within 30 seconds. When we move to Vrindavan, Radha Kunda, and get a traditional party bar, it takes 20 minutes to start eating.
Yeah.
They sing songs about prasadam, about Ganga taking Jagannath Khichdi and Puri. They sing Bengali bhajans about Jagannath Mahaprabhu eating Mahaprasad and Jagannath Puri. And then they start saying, Nandagram ki jai, Parsadagram ki jai, Char Dham ki jai, Kashi Vishwanath ki jai, Amarnath ki jai, Somnath ki jai, Jyotirlinga ki jai. They go on and they go, God, right. Look at this. The guy, the guy fathers are playing, move the rice around like this, they go like this, yeah. Jai, 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 jai. 500 times jai. And then, Jaya Jaya Sri Radhe. Dive in. Attack. Full attack mode. Can't say missile. It goes so fast. It's a great culture, Vaishnava culture. Everybody's dying outside. Sometimes, because we live in a neighborhood of rich Vasis, they're all married and all have kids. So sometimes your kids at 1 o'clock in the morning screaming, they're getting beat up like anything by their mother and father. Ah! I get up, I wake up, I go and lock the doors, make sure the lights are on. I said, why they may come over here? I don't know. Yeah, controls start going out there and beat up everybody. It sounds really like murder was. Kids are going, ah, 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 go, go, go. A lot of noise. I say. Yes, life ki jai. Samsara ki jai. Soul, single life ki jai. And we also get beat up by our minds. Our minds beat us up, but they don't make noise, you know, they're quiet. It's a quiet beating. Mental beating is a quiet beating. Physical beating makes a lot of noise sometimes. If you become stereotype, oh, that's so-and-so, that's okay. That's that guy. He always beats up his wife at night, beats up his kids. That's okay. Okay, good. You're right across the street. One guy's peaceful, the other guy's at war with his wife and kids. Crazy. That's where I live. One guy's like 8 kids, totally peaceful. One guy's 4 kids, is war. Every other night there's war going on. This is life.
A man with 8 kids is peaceful?
Yeah.
That makes sense. How do you think he got 8 kids?
Yeah. Outnumbered.
Well, it's peaceful, you know. So.
8 kids against one guy and beat him up. For 4 kids, you know, that's 2 for husband, 2 for wife. That's not too bad. 8 kids, like, hilarious.
Yeah, you're gonna give up at that point.
Yeah. Husband and wife are submissive. Safety in numbers. Christians. Satsang.
I have one small question.
Okay.
Yes, about when we do tilak, one person said me, you know that in Ragmarg we do tilak and we say Shri, like Shri Keshavaya Namaha instead of Om Keshavaya Namaha, because she said Om is Aishvarya and Shri is Madhurya. So there is some Shastric Pramana about this, or is just speculation because I never heard before.
Well, I mean, basically you have to be satisfied with your own feelings. Your own feelings and thoughts. That's why we say bhakti is a very individual thing, because bhakti is love. Love is 1-to-1. 1 Bhakta, 1 Bhagavan. 1 Bhakta, 1 Bhagavan. So each Bhakta has a different way of loving Bhagavan. So some are Rushi Pradhan and some are, what's the other one? Rushi Pradhan. Praman Pradhan or something like that. Yeah, Vichar Pradhan. Some Pradhan means predominated by, controlled by. Some Vaishnavas are controlled by Shastra. And some are controlled by taste, Ruchi. Ruchi Pradhan, controlled by taste, Ruchi. So they don't follow so much rules of Shastra. The mantras for Tilak cover Shastras, from Puranas, And of all the Shastra mantras and Tilak mantras are Om. Because all the names of that we're chanting are Aishwarya names because they're names of Vishnu. There's 24 forms of Vishnu. They have different names like Damodar, Madhav, Rishikesh, Vamanav. These are all names of 4 Vishnu. So 4 Vishnu is Aishwarya. Vaikuntha means Aishwarya. So the name is Vishnu is Aishwarya, the names are Aishwarya, the mantra is Aishwarya. So you want to change it and make your own mantra. That's your prerogative. That's your Ruchi Pradhan. There's no Shastra saying this is the Tilak mantra.
But these names, I read one article that they have this Madhurya conception. Is this Shastric or is it also Ruchi?
Well, you know, Madhurya Bhaktas can take a piece of sand and turn it into honey.
Because it's like automatically like...
But Sanskrit has different ways to break the word Madhava or Madhava. There's different ways. Like there's Satyaraya describes a verse from Gita, 1865. Krishna says, Mamanabha Mabhakta Madhyashi Manamasku. Yashi means Yashi means goats. Ashi means goats. So Krishna is saying, think of me, become a goat. Yashi, offer a goat to me. Think of me, offer a goat to me. Because you break it instead of Yashi, you make it Mamashi. You break the Sanskrit word different ways because they remain. So Madhava can become Madhava. Madhava is different than Madhava. One means to run, one means Sahasrana Lakshmi Devi. Sahasrana Lakshmi is Vaikuntha-nam, Aishwarya-nam. And running means Krishna running around Rani. Madhava. Ma means he's not running, he is running. Dava means to run. So you break the same spelling Sanskrit word, you break it there with Madhava or Madhava. It means their meaning. So you put on Tilak and say, whatever you think you become. We read that verse. That's not with Naya. We read yesterday in Vishnu's commentary, the type of Naya. Sundaram, Mate. Sundaram, Mate or something. If you think that whatever you think is beautiful, it's beautiful. You think ugly person is beautiful, it's beautiful. It's called Sundaram Naya. Seeing beauty where in ugliness. Yeah, yesterday, Vishnu's commentary of first cabinet. There's another thing we read in the commentary of Vishnu about Mati Gati. Is it where your Mati is, that's your Gati. Mati Gati. Mati means your intelligence, your thought. Mati. Machir. There's a verse in 7th canto, Maharaj Shiksha. Machir Ne. Matirna Krishna is Partosatova. Mito Bhavadi to Gavatana. Adanta Govir Vishitama. So he said, whatever you're thinking, that's what you attain. You're mati because you're gati. Very clever. Whatever you're thinking, that's your goal. So you're thinking sweetness with Bhattiya. These are all sweet names of Krishna. You attain sweet Krishna. Some of you I saw at churches, but now they don't put on tilak at all. The truly thing in Christmas sweet is remember his name. They say Madan, 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 Madan. Okay, so that's enough. Oh, Madan, 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 Madan. I know a devotee, a very good devotee. He has 2 lakhs a day. He does Guru for everything. He never wears neckpiece with tilak or dhoti. Wears polo shirt and pants, short pants. So we can only think of Putri Vidinity. He's a very bad story. He's a Brahmin by birth, the Indian Brahmin, but he's not standard type of bhakta. He's initiated by a Sadguru. He's a very advanced Vaishnava. Doesn't wear neckpiece, doesn't put on tilak. He wears shorts and a polo shirt. He's always in Radha Kunda or on Gaudiya Vaisnava or studying Bhagavatam. So you always say bad one. So you can't judge a book by its cover. You have to be very careful. Vaishnava Kriya Mudra. It's very difficult to understand the posture and movements of a Vaishnava. Because Vaishnavas are no show. Vaishnavas don't put on a show. The more show, the less go. Big neck beads, big bead bags like 3 miles long now. Big tilak, big 50,000 neck beads. Spend 2 hours on tilak every day. They're ready, ride everywhere. And after 5 years being a Babaji, they go back to the village and start selling fish. It's not a show. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, it says the Vaishnavas show their behavior. It's a verse in the 3rd count of Bhagavatam. Chatikshara Krunika, Surya Sarvadena, Vajata Satsang, Sadhabhushan. The Bhushan of a sadhu is his behavior, his qualities, not his neck beads, tilak, fancy dhoti. Krishna's Maharaj said there's one necklace everyone should wear.
Another piece of
Shinara piece of I knew a devotee who had a tattoo on his neck in Hindi. It was written in Hindi. Shinara piece written around his neck. It's pretty humble also. He was serious. Some people put the name of their girlfriend on their arm. They put a tattoo. Soldiers in the war, we got a tattoo. I love mom. I love my mother. I love mom. They go to war and die with that on their arm. So that shows their attachment. So Vaishnavas get the name Krishna tattooed on their body. Shyam, Radha, Krishna. That's nice. It's a good, cool thing. Tattoos are part of Vaishnavism. The Sri Vaishnavas mark their body with chakra and shank, with conch shell and chakra. They have a brass and a fire and burn into their shoulder. And then they can get entered Sarangaji temple. The fruit of the Vaishnava. Can't take it off.
It's about to burn.
Yeah. It's called Vaishnava Chinna. Our signs of Vaishnava. Our signs are Tos Kantimala Tilak. One thing I can say, a lot of devotees get lost in the externals. They make such a big thing about saying, I say Sri Keshava instead of Om Keshava. I'm a big. He said, that's not the idea. It's not too complicated. Vaishnavism is very simple. It's one of the qualities of Vaishnava. It's called Saralata. There's 27 qualities of Vaishnava. One is called Saralata, which means simple, straightforward, no complication, no complexity. The greatest compliment one can make about someone, he's very simple. Some people, they see a Vaishnava, they live with him or her. She's so simple. A very simple person. But yet they're so famous, they're so scholarly, they're so simple. My Gurudev was so simple. He had one shoulder bag, that's all he had. And a few notebooks inside. Going to the meet, his nectar notebook, wrapped up in cloth, and a little big holy booklets inside. Babaji Sanika, Prarthana, Sakama Juma, some other different books. He went everywhere with that. His shoulder bag. No bank account, no ashram, no car, just shoulder bag. 2 kopins, 2 lungi, nothing. Old school. Came into this world with nothing, went out with nothing. But he attained everything. All his jewels, all his collection, everything he had was inside his heart. A few people got to see what that collection was, or is. Most people thought he was a beggar. He was just a vairagi. But he's famous as a pundit. He had a title pundit. He was a pundit. Very learned person. Great memory. 101 years old, you can recite 10 verses from Bhagavatam by memory, no problem. Anywhere from the Bhagavatam. Embarrassing memory. You know this verse? Yeah, I'll try it, but he stopped asking after a while. Mercy came. Pure mercy. He used to tell me sometimes, he used to say, you know, you're very fortunate. I said, you are my fortune. I said, yes, I agree. I said, you are my fortune. He would laugh. He said, yes, you're right. You're right. Why he said? Because I have you. Because you're my fortune. question, any that question? You're over there, any that question?
No.
Yeah.
In that essential truth, the topic like surrender, and you said that there are two types of surrender, one because of ignorance, one because of knowledge. Second, I forgot, but one is normal, one is because of ignorance. This which example of like because of ignorance people surrender, and why people, like for them difficult to surrender in general, but because of ignorance they surrender sometimes.
What's your question? What's your thing? About two sides of surrender.
Yeah. By ignorance and by like knowledge. So what's that?
No, it's not by surrender, by ignorance.
There are some two types. You
There's two sides of surrender. One is Vadi, one is Raganuga.
Yeah, but in that essential truth, you're talking about that, like cause of surrender, not about Raganuga Vaidya. It was different.
Yeah, I know. The cause of surrender, one is fear,
Okay.
which is a type of ignorance. There's nothing to be afraid of because the basic fear is fear of death or rejection or loss. But we're eternal, we never lose, we never lose.
Okay, so you were talking about this Raganuga Vaidya.
The idea is people surrender out of fear because they hear from the Shastra, from a saving person. If you don't follow these Shastra and surrender to Bhagavan and serve him, you'll go to hell. You'll get reaction, you'll get karmic reaction, you'll suffer rebirth and miseries of rebirth and death and stay in the samsara. But you surrender to Bhagavan, you surrender to Bhagavan and serve Bhagavan, you get liberation, no more birth and death, no more suffering. So a fear of rebirth, a fear of suffering, they surrender. That's one type of surrender. The other type of surrender is a knowledge of God, of the beauty of God, the sweetness of God, and that human life is actually meant to serve God and go to God. Liberation is the goal, like not escaping fear or escaping death. But the purpose of life is surrender to attain God and love. So this is surrender of knowledge. So one type of surrender is fear of Shastra, the other is surrender out of knowledge and desire to please and serve God, because you know about God. One is just selfish. You want to save yourself rebirth and suffering, avoid pain and suffering, so you surrender. The other is you want a loving relationship with Krishna, because he's so beautiful and sweet and kind. You feel grateful and generous, grateful and appreciative of God, so So you want to surrender, serve, and love him.
But can person really surrender if he her has fear? So is it? It's different quality of surrender. It's different. Like
Yeah, one's fear, one type of surrender is selfless and one is selfish.
but
The
Krishna.
fearful person is trying to avoid fear. They're thinking of themselves. The Shastras say, if you surrender to God, you won't suffer. You won't birth and death or suffering. Old age is suffering. Growing up is suffering, taking birth is suffering. Dying and taking birth again is suffering. So I want to avoid suffering. So the Shastras say, you can avoid suffering by surrendering to God. Oh, I'll do that. That's self-motivated, out of fear of suffering. Not out of knowledge of God's greatness, out of gratitude and love, appreciation for God. You understand?
But Krishna still accepts both types.
Yeah, he's free, mellow mind. However you want to take him, he'll accept it.
But for someone he smiles, for someone he smiles, but for someone he doesn't.
Fatherless all his children equally. Some children are greedy and selfish. Some are kind and loving. So they all get $10 a week allowance. The selfish one spends it on himself, and the nice son gets his $10 and buys candy for all the kids. And the one guy buys candy for himself. No, but the Father gives to everybody equally. But Krishna, anyway he serves Krishna, he gives him the helps him. As you surrender to me, I reward you accordingly. He said in Gita, chapter 4, verse 9, verse 11. In verse 11. Gita Maharaj take tons of time for time. Maharaj take Manasha Bhaja Sarvasha. Everyone follows Krishna in their own way. Everyone surrenders their own way. Okay, cool. You surrender out of knowledge, surrender out of fear. You're surrendering. That's the main thing. To me. And it's sort of selfish. That's nature. So Krishna, okay. Some people are a little selfish, like Chandra is a little selfish. Radha is selfless. Chandra is a little selfish, but Krishna, okay. I love you. You're a selfish brat, but I love you. Radha is like, wow. I can't stop loving her. I can't stop talking about her. He I call Chandra Radharani. I look at Chandra, I say Radharani. Any question? Yeah.
Since Krishna reciprocates according to devotees' desires, does that mean he really has no choice but to be crazy about Radha? Yeah? Because she's already mad about him, so he has to be mad about her. He hasn't had the choice. Is it safe to say this? That he doesn't have any free will, really?
Question is, Radharani loves Krishna so completely and so fully that Krishna has no choice but to surrender fully to Radharani, be controlled by her love. Well, that's what the Shastras say. The Radharani has 25 qualities. Her 25th quality
Oh, that's
is Prem Vasi Bhuti.
yeah.
She fully controls Krishna by her praying. So she submits to that because love conquers all. Love conquers all and everything and everyone, everywhere, all time.
Including God.
Yeah, God
It's the
also.
only thing that can defeat God is love.
Only thing that can defeat God is love, that's true.
It's what Radha specifically.
Yeah, Radha. Radha Vijayate. Pravijayate Sri Radha Sankirtan. That's why I say Radha Radha Vrindavan. No one says Krishna Krishna. They say Radharani Sarkar. Sarkar means government. Ruling queen, ruling government, in charge. Rajmandala is ruled by ladies. That's why it's so wild. Vrindavan is so wild, uncontrolled. The ladies are in charge. Everywhere Krishna's running around Vrindavan without Radharani. Bhagavi no Radharani. Radharani, no Radharani. Radharani, no Radharani. The Radharani's in charge, so the guys are running crazy. Radha Govinda was running crazy. Guru Swami discovered it was only Govinda Day. Then later, the king of Puri sent a deity he thought was Lakshmi Devi was in Puri. He conquered the kingdom of South India and got a deity of Lakshmi Devi. He brought her to Puri. And in a dream she said, "You're worshiping me as Lakshmi. I'm not Lakshmi or Radharani. I want to go to Vrindavan to be with Govinda." So the king Purushottam Jaina of Puri bought the Radharani deity and gave it to Govinda Devi. But Rupa Goswami installed Govindaji, it was only Govindaji, no Radharani. The Madan Mohan was Madan Gopal, discovered by Vaitacharya, and later worshipped by San Goswami. He was also alone. Madan Gopal, also known as Madan Mohan, same deity, two names. And Gaudiya was discovered, Gaudiya was alone, and Janamata arranged for a Radharani deity. The first deity came, looked like Janamata, because the deity was carved by a disciple of Janamata. When the disciple was carving Radharani deity, he was thinking of his Gurudev, Janamata, and the deity came out as Janamata. So when the deity came here, they thought it was Radharani, and she appeared in a dream of Acharya Savananga Manjari, without Radharani. They said, told Janamata, this deity is Nanga Manjari. He sent us another, so it's another deity of Radharani. Now there are two Radharani. One became Nanga Manjari, one became Radharani. Nanga Manjari is taller than Krishna. And Gaudiya Mandir. She doesn't match. So Radharani matches. So she's on the other side. Next to Krishna is Radharani. On the other side of Krishna is Nanga Manjari. And Radhamata came to Vrindavan and she disappeared in Gaudiya temple. The Risha Gaudiya, who's now in Jaipur. Now in Jaipur. She went in to take darshan, She was in the temple, and everybody left the temple. She was there alone. And then the Pachari came in to do puja, put Govardhan to rest. Couldn't find Jaramata. And she was versed in the deed. She left the world by entering Govardhan. But it was a very interesting story. So, Krishna's controlling our life. That's the fact. We're also controlling our life. Every Gaudiya Vaisnava is controlling our life. Some know it, some don't know it. Krishna himself came as the founder of Gaudiya Vaisnava to show how to be controlled by Radharani. Krishna was controlled by Radharani's love, and he became the form of her love as Mahaprabhu. He's the Baba of Radharani and the Kanti of Radharani. The Kanti of Radharani is the Kanti of Mahabhava. What color is Mahabhava? Mahabhava is bright golden color. Molten gold is the color of Mahabhava. Shringarati is dark blue in color, like Krishna. So Shringar personified is Krishna. Mahabhava personified is Radharani. The color is molten gold. The color is Shringarati. Madhurati, Shringarati is Sham Cinder gold. Dark blue. That's why Vaishnava's favorite color is green. Because gold and blue, they mix them together, they become green. Hari Katha, emerald. Question, any other question? Kartik month starts Purnima 17th of the month. Kartik Vrat starts from Purnima, Ashwini Maya, and ends on Kartik Purnima, 15th of November. So you start your Sankalpa and your Vratas, whatever Vratas you're going to do, you start on 17th of October, which is the 40th of this month. Take your Sankalpa and you start fasting, where you get over Kartik and ghee lamps and Damodarastakam, all that stuff. You end on the 15th. You break your fast on the 15th Kartik Purnima after 12 noon, before sunset. It's called Kartik Vrat, that's Kartik Maya. Purnima. We'll have class here at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 3 to 4 in the Harinam, I think so. In Prikwa. In Radha Kunda. We'll discuss Krishna Karamrita of Anandas Babaji's commentary. He says this book gave great pleasure to Radharani. Because the sweetest the glories of Krishna. Gopal Goswami wrote a commentary on it, and Krishna's Kaviraj Goswami wrote a commentary. Their famous commentary. And of course, Nanda Swami's own commentary is very good. So we'll go through that.
Kartik Mas is so special to the month of Kartik.
Talking about the so stressful. Why? You tell me.
I know that it's dear to Radha and
Kartik month is described in Bhakti Rasa Sindhu and also in Padma Puran and Skanda Puran. There's a Kartik Maya Mahavyam, the glories of Kartik Maya. There's 3 months a year which are very religious and important months to do punya and religious austerities. Magh Maya, January, February, Vaishak Maya, April, May, and Kartik Maya, October, November. These 3 months are very auspicious religious months. So Kartik is especially important in Vrindavan because this is the month that Krishna lives at Gaudiya Hill. This is the month that Damodar stole yoga, got busted, and tied up by his shoulder. And he lives to go around the hill and all that stuff. So, Bhakti Rasa Sindhu and Bhagavad Laws described about the Kartik Vrata. To avoid certain foods, no partal, no eggplant, no parmel portal, as their names. No mayonnaise. No honey. And no eggplant. Portal, eggplant, honey. Herb dal, no herb dal. No mustard oil in or on the body. That's a big blow for big eyes. They die with that mustard oil. In and on the body. So, and they're supposed to eat chilies also. Green pepper, red pepper. There's a story of one Gaudiya sannyasi, famous guru, and he used to sneak chilies in prasad. He used to keep hide them in his hand. He'd go to prasad, they wouldn't serve anybody. That was his early Kartik brother. So he would sneak a chili in his kitchen. And some of the boys caught him. And he told the guru, Bhakti Siddhanta. He said, Bhakti Pragyan Keshavaraj is eating chili. And so Bhakti Siddhanta said, that's okay, because he's born in a Kshatriya family. He was born in a Kshatriya family. He was a Diksha Guru of Narayana Maharaj, and also the sannyas guru of A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. like the Pragyan Keshavan. He is Kshatriya by birth. So Bhaktisiddhanta said, that's okay, he's Kshatriya, you're not Kshatriya. You can't eat chili. So the question is, Narkandi used to overgive every day to Damodar, to chant Damodar Astika, and worship Radharani. Amen. Okay.
Radhe Radhe Gurudev. Recently in Srimad Bhagavatam class, in the discussion about unsatisfaction of Vyasadev and how Narada Muni instructed him to rewrite Srimad Bhagavatam, you said that one of the lessons from this story is that when one is in difficulty, Guru comes to save him. Does this mean one should address Guru when one is in difficulty, or Krishna as Paramatma is sending Guru to help the person even without his willing?
What's the question?
Question is, when one is in difficulty, one should address Guru, or no need to address him because Krishna as Paramatma knows that, so obviously he will send Guru.
When one is in difficulty, one should cry for the mercy of Guru. Every time, all the time, any time. Don't bring in Paramatma all this chance. Paramatma appears before you as Guru. If you have a Guru, it means you receive the mercy of Krishna. The Guru is called Kripa Shakti Murti of Krishna. He's a personified form of mercy. There's no need for Paramatma. There's no need for Krishna anymore when you have Guru, because Guru will engage with Krishna's service. If any difficulty you have in Seva or in Bhajan, that difficulty can be solved by Guru. Narada Muni explains the 7th canto of Bhagavatam, chapter 20, what's that?
Chapter 15.
Chapter 15, verse 29. He says, they touched around, hey, you're drawing money out of it. Draw it over here. Okay, that's better. I take better care of it. I keep it in my pocket. You throw it away, I'll pick it up.
There was no pause in her behavior. It was wonderful.
What?
There was no
There's
pause.
no
You
pause.
said, give it to me, and she gave it to you like immediately. It was
Yeah,
wonderful.
she's not good at it.
Very impressive.
So the question is about Guru. Guru is your only shelter every time, everywhere, all the time. So Narada Muni says, simply, just by Guru Bhakti alone, you can get everything. He touched around Guru Bhakti Yandasa. Very quickly you attain everything, you have Guru Bhakti. So the question is asked on the internet, if we have difficulty, should we pray to Paramatma, or don't worry about it, Krishna will take care of it? No, we should worry about it, and we should cry out for the mercy of Guru. Krishna is in our life personified as Guru. We should take advantage of that mercy incarnation, mercy avatar of Krishna as Guru. Kripa Shakti Murti. We should always pray to Guru, always remember Guru. Vishnu, what's this already say? Yasya Prasad, Bhagavad Prasad, Yasya Prasad, Nagati Gatobi, Dayansuvam, Yasya, Sri Sadhya, Sri Sadhya. Morning, noon, and night we should remember Guru. Pray Guru, remember Guru. Morning, noon, and night is a Sanskrit fancy way of saying 24/7. 24/7, always be with Guru and always be in heaven. 24/7, always be in heaven. By remembering Guru. Narada Muni is the Guru of the universe. He's a Bhakti Acharya. Bhakti Acharya, the whole realm of Bhakti Bhajan. Narada Muni is the Godfather. He's the Guru. He has he touched Guru Bhakti. He said, Guru Bhakti can give everything. Everything means everything. They just said, 1 to 1 million. How much I got today?
100 rupees.
I got 200, man. That's 2. 250, 260, 280, 290, 310. Return to sender. Post no bills. It's a problem for me. I can't carry the weight. Your 1 rupee is too heavy. That's what Corky Shoras Babaji said. One rich guy from Calcutta gave 1 rupee. And for 3 weeks, he came one time, he didn't come back for 2 months. For 3 weeks, Gorky sure had a headache. And his disciple asked him, why I'm headache? You know, this 1 rupee coin is disturbing my head so much. And said, well, what do you want to do? Here, you give this back to the guy from Calcutta. So he gave it to his disciple, and his headache went away. So this, I give your headache back to you. Keep your headache. Rich girl, poor girl. No girl. Vaishnava. Okay, questions. Krishnadasi Maharani. Chakarani. Jivarani. Rasarani. Chakarani. Avoye. Dreadlock Rani. I saw her in a bag yesterday. She was sitting on $1 million.
Yes.
She was deducting $1 million for a bank job. She's a rich hierarchy. Very rich.
Very poor. Even I knows.
I saw her 3 bank books in the bank. One for deposit, one for fixed deposit, and one for investments. I sat next to her, hoping I get some blessing. She didn't give me a rupee. I was looking very forlorn, very poor. Hoping she would bestow some mercy on me. She is looking.
This is called a yarn in English. The English word for this is yarn. Yeah, a long story that doesn't go anywhere.
I'm a good theater, huh? I'm a good theater of my yarn. I love that. They have a great vocabulary, too. We're the only ones that know what you're talking about. Great vocabulary. We're a genius guy. A singing yarn goes forever, ends up nowhere. The yarn is the end of the story. It goes on forever and it goes nowhere. He was telling her, I'm telling you yarn. It's true, actually. It goes where it starts. It starts with the left and ends with the left. That's where it goes. Most of you were born with one funny bone. One funny bone here. I got 2. One here, one here. Oh. You know, you know, the whole funny bone. You know? You know how girls don't have
Is that true? Come on. Are you sure? I know I have one. I hit mine, right? And it's not funny. It's like right in here in between these two bones, right? And you hit this tendon, and there's this like shock that goes
there's
through
a nerve there.
Yeah, and it's like, it's not funny. I don't know where the word came from.
It's electric shock.
Can you do that? You have one too?
She doesn't have one.
No.
He's Russian, that was good.
Well, I know there's some things women have that men don't, like picking up chairs and putting them on the wall. But, you know, I didn't know if he has something they know.
Fuck, God.
Well, I'm sorry you have that.
There's only one guy who can make me laugh. Yeah.
That's why I don't come every week.
I know, it's a good thing. I mean, dead.
I just space it out.
It's sharing me. God, you regain my life in your absence. Most people die in separation. I regain my life in separation.
He might die in Milan.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah. We'll be happy for you.
Yeah, that's good. When I see Christian die, I don't mind.
Yeah, that's good. You're in Radha Kunda.
Yeah, it's good. That's good time to go. Goodbye.
See you up there.
Yeah. What's going on? No volume? This thing works, but sometimes it doesn't work. What's going on? See my bottom, my Elmira, the yellow box in the bottom. You know, it's in the bottom, you have to open it. All the books are a yellow metal box on the bottom shelf, there's two things in it. These what? All right. Hey, go in, hey, Gopal, Kesha, Madan, down. What's the question? You should ask the question. Yellow metal box, right by the bathroom door. All the books are on the bottom shelf. Yeah, open it. Inside the box on the bottom shelf. Hey, go in there, go out. Question. Yeah.
I'd like to know how your Bhavana Sangra is coming.
The question asked about Sangra. This book is being, it's at the printer. It's being prepared to be printed.
Oh, right now? Oh, nice.
Yeah. In present tense, and we are literally allowed. There are things I corrected it with the correction you gave me, about six corrections or so.
They were just general ideas, yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what she wants. You go up here and sit up here. Dad is up here.
You're welcome. You don't have to. You just have to know you're welcome. Hare Krishna.
We're having questions and answers, so we're running out of questions. Oh, you had a question. What did you ask? Yeah. So there's one devotee who's organizing printing in Delhi. So we're hoping to have it ready by Karti. New edition will be in present tense, and I hope it'll be hardbound. I'm not sure.
Hardbound would be wonderful.
Yeah, I'm not paying for it. The other person's paying for it. So they're ready to decide.
Yeah.
You have power? You have a question?
How I can
You go ahead.
remember about Krishna?
How can you remember about Krishna? By serving Vaishnavas. Your question is how to remember about Krishna. If you serve Vaishnavas, you get a taste for Hari Katha. Let's say what was the Kataruchi, the verse, Vasudeva Kataruchi. One gets a taste for Hari Katha by serving Vaishnavas. So you serve Vaishnavas, you serve them as best you can. Krishna will be pleased with you and give you a taste for Hari Katha. Taste means you're always remembering Krishna. You like to hear about Krishna, you like to speak about Krishna, you like to chant Krishna's name, you like to speak Krishna's name to other people also. Write down Sankirtan, write books about Krishna, speak about Krishna. It all comes from serving Vaishnavas. The most important thing to do in a devotee's life is to serve devotees. Generally, we don't think this is important, but this is the most important thing. Everything else comes from that. That's why Narada Muni explains in the Bhagavatam that serving Vaishnava, especially Guru, you have devotion for Guru, you can attain everything. He says in the 15th chapter of 7th canto, verse 25. He says, by Guru Bhakti, you get everything. So you're asking how to remember Krishna. Krishna can be remembered if you please him. You please Krishna the most by serving Vaishnavas. That's why Radharani is the greatest Vaishnava, because she's serving Krishna the most. She's pleasing Krishna the most and serving Krishna the most. So Krishna the most pleased with Radharani. And Radharani never forgets Krishna for a second. So you want to remember Krishna, you have to be like Radharani. You have to be absorbed in serving Krishna in the form of Vaishnava. Krishna appears before you as the form of Vaishnava. That's why I say the Guru is Kripa Shakti Murti. He's a Murti, he's a form of Krishna. Vaishnava is Krishna's form, moving and talking and speaking with us. And we can't see Krishna with our eyes, we can see the Vaishnava. We can see the devotee. We can tell if they're happy or not happy, or pleased or displeased with us. If you please a Vaishnava, you'll never forget Krishna for a second. Do you agree?
From your heart.
That's what I understand from my own experience. Because Vaishnava is very close to Krishna's heart. We can't see Krishna, he's very far away. But we see Krishna and Vaishnava. So we love them and please them and serve them. Then Krishna will do everything for us. But he wants to see that. He wants to see how is our behavior. Behavior is everything. Philosophy and all kinds of big show. The real show is a show of devotion and service to the Vaishnavas. But we don't tend to do that very much. We like to be by ourselves and study and chant and be by ourselves. But that's not really the secret of bhakti success. The secret of bhakti success is in Sangha and serving Vaishnavas together. Anyone who's attained success in bhakti will always say the same thing: serve Vaishnavas. Difficulty in chanting, difficulty in remembering, difficulty in meditating on Krishna will become very easy if you please Vaishnavas. That's why Vaishnavas are called Kalpa Vriksha trees. Vansha Kalpa Trivisa, Kripa Sindhu Vaivascha, Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavyo Namo. Vaishnavas are Kalpa Vriksha trees. So it's not a small thing. Whatever your desire, whatever your dream is, kalpana. Kalpana means dream. Your wildest possible dream, your greatest aspiration can be fulfilled by the mercy of Vaishnava. The most successful devotees in the world were very attached to their guru, and very attached to Vaishnava Seva. You see this truth everywhere. It is self-evident truth. The Vaishnavas they're always serving are the most advanced devotees. And they found the secret of getting the most blessings in the fastest way. Just be a humble servant. Generally, we want to be big. Our ego pushes us towards bigness. We want to be very big, very successful, be a success, be an achiever, be a conqueror, be a big preacher, be a big this, big that. But the idea of seva and surrender and submission to another person is far from our ego, very far from our conception of our own identity. We don't see ourselves as a servant, we see ourselves as a controller, as a doer, as a master, as a God. That's called ahankara. False ego. That's why Lord Chaitanya attacks that. He has a war. Lord Chaitanya has declared war on ego. Jnana, Peace, Shuddhi, Cheta, Drori, Vasishna, Amadina, Amadina, Kirtaniya, Sadhya. Humility, 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 Dainya Bhav, Dainya Bhav, Dainya Bhav. Submission, surrender, seva. Surrender, serve, and ascend. Ascend means to go up. Surrender means to go down. Surrender, you go down. Serve means you go horizontal. First you go down, dive, then you go horizontal, service, then you go up, you ascend. Surrender, Jew. Serve, horizontal, then ascend. Like a dive, you know? Dive, Jew. Yes. Oh, yes.
So, mental seva, like, if physically not able to serve Guru and Vaishnavas, but serving in doing mental seva, is it also give some benefit?
The question is asked about seva of gurus.
Vaishnavas.
Vaishnava seva may not always be physically possible, and we serve in our mind. That whole point is described in Bhakti Rasa Sindhu. The Rupa Swami citing an example of South Indian Brahmin who did Mahanidhi seva offering mental cigarettes, and he burned his finger. He literally burned his finger although he's meditating. In his meditation, he put his finger, touched the tip of his finger to see it was too hot to offer to Krishna. And he burned his finger, woke up with a red finger, to show that mental service is real time, really counts. So yes, of course, you can mentally serve the Vaishnavas. It says that Das Goswami was offering 3,000 obeisances to devotees every day. That wasn't physically seeing 3,000 devotees. There wasn't 3,000 devotees in Brajmandala at the time he was here. There wasn't in the whole Brajmandala was only a few hundred devotees. He was standing from his kutir and Shamakha Masava got thinking in his mind, Rupa Goswami and offering obeisance, San Goswami obeisance, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami obeisance, Haridas Pandit obeisance, this one now. You see every great Vaishnava in Puri, in Navadvip Mandal, in Panihati, in Brajmandal, in Nandagram, in Barsana. He was already mentally thinking of them, invoking their presence in his mind, and already none of us in front of the kutir. He didn't go anywhere, it was just right there. Nobody was there except him and the Braja Raj. But in his mind he was seeing 3,000 individual devotees. He saw the picture of 3,000 devotees in orders of obeisance. Consciously aware of each individual, this is so-and-so. He was seeing them also in his mind. Seeing in the mind is also reality. In the first kind of avatar, Narada Muni had darshan of Krishna, Vishnu, form Vishnu. First in his heart, he saw him in his heart. Then he opened his eyes and he saw him outside. Then he disappeared. So Raghunath Das was seeing 3,000 Vaishnavas one by one in his heart. They already amazed, oh, you're here. So you do everything in the mind. That's called monodharma. Mahanidhi Seva is monodharma. It's dharma of the mind. It's described in Prem Bhakti Chandrika. Narottam Das Thakur describes monodharma. Mental, meditative service, Mahanidhi Seva. You can serve Krishna in your mind, serve Vaishnava in your mind, serve Radharani in your mind, serve Krishna in your mind, serve Guru in your mind.
Second question. So, one Vaishnava that you first need to learn how to not to disturb saints, sadhus, Vaishnavas, how to not to disturb them, and to serve them is even higher level. So, can you speak about this?
She's telling that first the thing is not disturbing the Vaishnavas and then serving the Vaishnavas. I want to hear more about not disturbing the Vaishnavas.
Serving Vaishnavas, serving Vaishnavas. What are you saying?
Saying that
She's like not disturbing Vaishnavas is first thing, then serving.
She is
So she's saying she's
Well, most Vaishnavas don't want to be served. They want to serve, they run away from service. Like some of you ask me, can I do some service? I say, yeah, pray for me. I That's the best thing you can do for me. No, we can wash your clothes, we can cook your food, we can go shopping, just clean house. I said, no, thank you, no. They're doing all that, it's okay. So, that's the first thing. Vaishnavas usually don't want to take any service. But if a Vaishnava accepts service, it's not a disturbance. Usually the disturbance is they'll accept it or not. You go to Vaishnava and say, can I serve you? He'll say, what do you want to do? And he'll say, I can do anything. Okay, stay away. Leave me alone. Go home and chat some rounds and offer for my benefits. It's generally like that. It's great fortune if you get to serve Vaishnava, actually. You consider mercy. So it doesn't hurt to ask. You always ask Vaishnava, can I do some service? But you have to be ready if they say yes. If I say yes, you have any money? You say, yeah, okay, give it to me. How much? Everything. What? Wait a minute.
And he come back.
I'll be right back. They never see him again, you know. They know where not to come back.
You never monitor them a little while before you ask. Monitor them a little while before you ask.
Maharaj Shiva is safer.
That's true.
It's on your terms then. Maharaj Shiva is under your whole control. Do or die, it's up to you, you know. It's risky when you ask externally for a seva. They might call your trump card and say, okay, what can you do? Okay, cook every day lunch. Be here 1 o'clock. What? What do you want? Anything. Whatever. No, anyway. First you should understand, it's great mercy to serve Vaishnava. It's great fortune. So if you can ask and get personal service, you're truly blessed. It's called Vabu Seva, serving the personal form of the Vaishnava. Vabu Seva. But any service is always beneficial, whether you do it directly or indirectly, in your mind or physically. Try to serve Vaishnavas, that's the main thing. It's a very important theme of Bhakti. It comes under fourth theme, it's called Pada Seva, and includes Vaishnava Seva. Lakshmi Devi is always massaging the feet of Vishnu. She attained perfection by doing Pada Seva. So we can attain perfection just by serving Vaishnava. Ramanujacharya had a servant. What was his name? Krish was a servant. He just served Ramanujacharya, became a great scholar, a great Vaishnava, just by collecting firewood, cleaning pots and pans, preparing puja paraphernalia, yoga paraphernalia, and any kind of menial service he did to Ramanujacharya. He's famous story, Krish. The Vaishnava Seva is glorious. Govinda Das served Lord Chaitanya and Puri. He attained great fame by that, and was success also. There's many great servants that are famous. There's a whole book called Bhakta Mala and Gaudiya Vaisnava Abhidan, And many Vaishnava books written about the biographies of great Vaishnava servants, great devotees. You see there's great songs, Yanil Premadana. It's describing the separation from Vaishnava is more painful than death. Be deprived of Vaishnava, be devoid of Vaishnava, without the opportunity to serve Vaishnava. One wants to crack his head in separation from Vaishnava. Being with Vaishnavas means to serve Vaishnavas. That's being with Vaishnavas. Jiva Goswami did so much service for Rupa Goswami. He was a humble servant. Narottam Das Thakur was a humble servant of Loknath Goswami. They were famous in history. Jiva Goswami watched the feet of Rupa Goswami, repairs manuscripts, and do all kinds of humble service, collect the water from Yamuna for his drinking, and wash the utensils, and cook, and all kinds of service Jiva Goswami did for Rupa Goswami, his sixth guru. Maybe his sixth guru, I'm not sure. Jiva Goswami, sixth guru, is Rupa Goswami. The place where Jiva Goswami washed the feet of Rupa Goswami is still there in Radha Damodar Mandir, by Rupa Goswami's Vajran Kutir. There's a little demarcation in the ground, a little square like flower box, it looks like sandbox. There's brush there. In that same area, Jiva Goswami was daily washing the feet of Rupa Goswami. So if people take that dust, they consider the dust of the feet of Rupa Goswami. They put on their head. The Radha Damodar temple in Seva Kunda Vrindavan. You see? It's a very sacred place. The memories it contains, the philosophical truths that are contained there, and the life's example of Jiva Goswami humbly serving Vaishnava. It's right there in solid, tangible proof. Seva, it's called Seva Kund. He was a great Sevite. Jiva Goswami is Vyas Mandri, was serving Rupa Mandri. Instead of Rupa and Sadguru Jiva Goswami, he's serving Rupa Goswami in Seva Kund. We had the opportunity to live there for 3 years. It's a great place. Okay, I don't know, any more questions? Another question there? Next question.
Gurudev question. Does serving Brajvasis provide the same outcome as serving Vaishnavas?
The serving Vrishvasis give the same outcome as serving Vaishnavas. Vaishnava may be a Vrishvasi, Vrishvasi may be a Vaishnava. Vaishnava Seva, Vrishvasi is a special type of Vaishnava that's born in Braj Mandal and worships Radha Krishna from birth. So they're special Dhamvasis, they're in a special category. But any Vaishnava is a Kalpavriksha tree, can give you whatever you want, whatever you desire. The best thing that Vaishnava can give you is the mercy of Krishna. Whether they're Vaishnava, a Vrishvasi Vaishnava, or a Vrishvasi, they can give you Krishna. That's what the Vaishnava, that's the greatest wealth the Vaishnava contains in his or her heart, is Krishna, is enshrined there, is worshipped there. Is the only possession of a true Vaishnava, is his love and attachment for Krishna in his heart. So whether a person is any kind of Vaishnava or Brajvasi, they can give you Krishna if you serve them. But generally we hold Brajvasis in a high, very high worshipful position. Brajvasis are worshipped by Brahma, Shiva, everyone worships Brajvasis. There's so many verses about that. Uddhava Mahasaya. The verse where the greatest Vaishnavas in creation are praying for the dust of the feet of Brajvasis. We're praying to become rocks in Vrindavan, praying to become stones in Vrindavan, praying to be white on have Brajvasis wipe their feet on the stone of Brahma's body as a rock in Vrindavan. So Brajvasis are special, so special. The Uddhava Mahasaya, Shiva, Brahma, Lakshmi, everyone's praying they can be a Brajvasi, praying for an opportunity to be a Brajvasi. So Brajvasis are in a unique category all by themselves. They're separate worshipful entities. So you have your choice of serving a Vaishnava or a Brajvasi Vaishnava. Serve Brajvasi Vaishnava first, then the Vaishnava. But they're all Vaishnavas are worshipful and worthy of service. Especially Brajvasi. Brahma worships Brajvasi. Shiva worships Brajvasi. Pushkar worships Brajvasi. Tirtharaj worships Brajvasi. Everybody in creation worships Brajvasi. Indra, Brahma, Shiva, everyone comes down to Vrindavan to get the dust of the feet of Brajvasi. That's a big thing. Oh, Bhagavatam brings out that point. Brahma comes down, Indra comes down, Shiva comes down, Narada Muni comes down, Lakshmi comes down, Vishnu comes down. Vishnu comes to Dwarka, steals the sons of the Brahmin to get darshan of Krishna Arjuna. Even Vishnu is attracted to Brajvasi. He said, look, my wife ran away. I ran away too. Ryan comes to Vrindavan also. He's right down the ground, worship right down the Baba. Krishna eats the Ryan Prasad. What was the question? What was the question?
Does serving
Yeah,
Brajvasis?
I think I covered it.
Another question, Guru.
Okay.
How to forget nonsense things in our life?
How to forget nonsense things in our life. Take a new life.
Yeah.
Krishna says in the 15th chapter of Gita, verse 15, what does he say?
Sarvasya chaham hridaya nivishto matta smriti jnanamapo nidescha sarvera hamera vedyo vedanta vidyeda videcha.
Apohanam, Smriti Apohanam. Krishna says, from me comes remembrance and forgetfulness. If you want to forget all your nonsense, pray to Krishna. Please bless me with forgetfulness. Hey, forget all my nonsense and always remember you. Chant the Hari Krishna Maha Mantra repeatedly, constantly, and your mind, your chitta will become purified. Chaitya Dharma Marshnam. Your chitta will become pure, all nonsense will disappear, and all material samskaras, which translate as nonsense, will be replaced by bhakti samskaras, which are transcendental impressions and experiences of murtis and utsavas and festivals, and janmashtmis and pujas and satsang and prikrimas and darshans, all be replaced in your mind and your chitta, and your subconscious subtle body, anta. Your antakaran will become Shuddha antakaran. You'll be able to remember Krishna's Nam, Rup, Guna, and Lila constantly, moment to moment, by the mercy of Nam Bhajan. So take shelter of Nam Bhajan, you become sensible and senseless. Senses will become transcendental, and the ability to perceive Krishna through all your senses. You'll have no nonsense. You'll be sensible. Your senses will perceive Krishna with your ears, your nose, your eyes, your tongue, and your sense of touch. And all nonsense will disappear, and from the ashes of the burned remnants of your corrupted karma will arise a new transcendental personality known as you. The transcendental me. The Siddha Rupa, my Siddha Swarup will manifest before my eyes. No more nonsense. You'll be totally sensible. We have senses, but they're transcendental. We don't have, it's not nonsense, it's no sensibility. Now we have no sensibility, so we have to become sensible by becoming Krishna conscious. It's impossible to eliminate senses. There's such a thing as spiritual senses in the Siddha Swarup. Siddha Swarup is called Bhavdeya. Bhavdeya becomes a Mahabhavdeya. Bhavdeya is in Prakat Lila, and Aprakat Lila becomes Mahabhavdeya. The Mahabhavdeya is spiritual senses, spiritual eyes, spiritual nose, spiritual tongue, spiritual hands, touch, smell, sight, sound, everything transcendental. Krishna plays the flute they call the gopis. Not everyone hears it, only the gopis hear it. And the only message the gopis can hear is the message of love. It's transcendental song. It's not a material song. Material song anybody with ears can hear it. When Krishna plays his flute, only the gopis hear it, only the gopis come. No one else comes. They don't hear it. Murli Madan. Murli Madan plays the flute, and only the gopis hear it. Radharani hears her name, Vishaka hears her name, Lita hears her name, and everyone hears their name only. No one else hears. No one else is called, no one else comes to Rasa. Invitation only. Every one of us will get called to the Rasadans. Everyone will get personally invited. With our own song that Krishna will play, and we'll hear our ears, we'll run to the Rasadans. That's called Abhisar. Love's journey to meet Krishna. Every soul will have his or her own Abhisar. Purvarag will become Abhisar, and we'll meet Krishna one fine day. We'll run out and leave everything behind. All prabdha karma, all prabdha karma, all sanchit karma, all kriyamana karmas, all karmas will be left behind. We'll go in the pure Siddha Swarup on love's journey, run out to meet Krishna. This is imitation only. Prabhupada wrote a very beautiful book called On the Way to Krishna. It's a series of lectures that made it into a book. It's lectures in New York. They're independent lectures, but they put together one book called On the Way to Krishna. Very nice, catchy title. Every one of us is on the way to Krishna. We're on the way. The way means marg. Way, W-A-Y means M-A-R-G, Bhakti Marg. Bhakti Marg, the path of sadhana marg, sadhana bhakti. Bhakti Marg, the path of love. Path of love is Bhakti Marg. Sadhana Bhakti Marg, Raganuga Bhakti Sadhana Marg, Raganuga Bhakti Sadhana Marg, Bhakti Marg. Gaudiya Swami called the path of Raganuga Bhakti Pushti Marg. Pushti Marg is also part of all of Sampradaya, they're called Pushti Margis. Pushti Margis. Katha, Pushti means nourishment, satisfaction, health giving, rasayana. So Bhakti is full of rasayana, full of health, very healthy path. Path of fulfillment, path of love. Any other questions? Yes, sir.
How I can realize that Holy Name is a personality? How I can realize that Holy Name is personality?
How can you realize Holy Name is Krishna? First there's Shravanam, then there's Mananam. First you hear Hari Katha, then you reflect on it, contemplate it, and then there becomes Smaranam. You remember it. So to understand that the Holy Name is Krishna, you have to read Nam Mahima. You have to read the glorious Holy Name again and again, wherever they're written. There's so many verses, every Shastra has verses of Nam Mahima. The verses of the glorification of the Holy Name, the identity of the Holy Name, the meaning of the Holy Name, the definition of when you read about the Holy Name, and one day you'll realize that Krishna is His name. It comes by hearing a reflection, and from reflection you have remembrance. Remembrance will give you anubhav, which means experience of Krishna when you chant. Because now there's Krishna on one side and the name is on the other side. They don't seem to be joined. Krishna, the person standing here, and his name is over here. They don't seem to be one. But the name will merge with the person, and we understand, know fully the identity of that person. So the more we understand about the identity of Krishna, by hearing Hari Katha about Krishna, his name and his form and his qualities, they all fuse together in one. Jiva Goswami explains in Sandarbhas the fourfold experience of the Holy Name. He says there's 4 stages in chanting now. First you chant the name, realize that Krishna's name is the form of Krishna. Then you chant Krishna's name, realize that Krishna's form has qualities. Name has qualities, the qualities are the qualities of Krishna. And then you first realize the name is Krishna, then you realize that you have a darshan, that when you're chanting Hare Krishna mantra, you'll see the form of Krishna. Then the third realization, when you chant Krishna's name, you'll experience the qualities of Krishna, 64 qualities. And then you'll chant the Holy Name, you'll see Leelas of Krishna. Just by chanting Krishna's name, Leelas will come to you. So these 4 stages are considered equal to the stage of Ruchi, Sakti, Bhav, and Prem. Prem means darshan of Krishna Leela, and Bhav means darshan of Krishna's qualities, and Sakti means darshan of Krishna's form, and Ruchi means realizing Krishna is His name. That's when you get taste from chanting, when you realize Krishna is His name. So these 4 stages of Nam realization are described in Bhakti Sandarbha by Jiva Goswami. Name is Krishna, Krishna's form is Krishna, Krishna's quality is Krishna's name, Krishna's Leela is Krishna's name. The name becomes all 4 in one. Now its name is nothing. Name is here, Krishna's form is here, Krishna's quality is here, Krishna's Leela is here, the separation machine. So how to realize Krishna's name is Krishna's form? By hearing about Krishna's mahima of the name and reading about Krishna's qualities and reading about Krishna's Leela. Eventually your consciousness will become purified by that, and the name will reveal, I am everything, I am everything. I have name, qualities, I have a form, I have qualities, I have Leela, everything. Nothing else required. That's why many people say all you need is Nam Bhajan, which is true. Other things are different limbs of bhakti which help nourish the chanting of the holy name. Well, the Gaudiya Vaisnava brings out the point, the ultimate conclusion of all sadhana is Nam Sankirtan, is Nam Bhajan. Because everything starts from there and ends up there. It starts with name, hearing name, and chanting name. Then remembrance, abhinavadam, everything gets to the top of abhinavadam and comes back to the name again. Starts with the name, ends with praying, goes back to the name. Starts with the name, ends with praying, goes back to the name. Because praying Nam. Nam becomes praying, praying becomes Nam. Very profound book read by Vaisnava. He talks a lot about Swaram, and he ends up Swaram and Leela and everything describing Gopal Kumar, and ends up getting back to the name. It starts with Nam Mahima and ends up with Nam Mahima. And all Leelas and Saksha Darshan, everything's compressed, all unfolded from the name. It's like an unfolding thing, something that gets compressed and unfolded. It's like the day, then the whole thing, and the darshan, form, quality, everything, and it goes back compressed again, the way. That's the lesson of Gaudiya Vaisnava. From name to frame and back to name. That's why I understand you. The beauty about bhakti is there's unlimited answers to one question. Every sadhu, every saintly person, every Vaishnava will give a different answer to the same question. That's why they say the absolute truth is subjective. My guru said it. The absolute truth is totally subjective. It's subjective means me. There's one you and one Krishna, one spiritual world, all for you. Jiva Goswami explains this. Priti Sandara, Anucheta 10, commenting on third canto of Avatar, 15th chapter, 14th verse or something, about Vasanti Vaikuntha Bhartiye. The Vishnu Krishna expands in unlimited spiritual body, one and for each liberated soul, and Krishna expands himself into one form for each liberated soul. That means you get liberated, you have your own Krishna. Krishna and all his entourage, Krishna, Radha, Vishaka, Mukra, Nanabhava, Vishvasthi, everyone is there in your spiritual world with your Krishna, and you're alone. There's unlimited spiritual world. There's unlimited jivas. It's pretty staggering. You read about it on description of Dwarka Leela. Narmani once went in 16,108 palaces, and Krishna was different to everyone. But every palace had Baladev, Vasudev, Daruka. There were 16,108 Baladevs, Vasudev, Devaki, unlimited expansion everywhere. The only one was different in every palace was one different queen. Everyone else was the same. So every queen had her own spiritual world. Satyabhama had her own spiritual world, own palace, own Vasudev, own Devi. And across the street where we had our own Vasudev, own Devi. They all had their own entourage. They couldn't see them, they couldn't see, they didn't know. The Krishna was two hands in the house. When he came out the road, he came 4 arms. When the Sonora Assembly, 4 arms. Ruhi was saying when she fainted, and Krishna picked her up, he manifested 4 arms. He had 2 arms when she was saying, and she fainted, he was, oh my God, What I do. So 2 hours you pick it up, will are we fed or will are we wipe your tears from our eyes? 4 hours. She had 2. Their Krishna's free unlimited. One Krishna, one you. You're Giriraj. Yo, you're Giriraj, I'm my Giriraj. Giriraj's not my Giriraj. Get out of here. Yeah, your Giriraj, I'm my Giriraj. Your Giriraj, I think my Giriraj like this. Your Giriraj, I just like that. You know. They're all different. Some are like this, some are like that, some are like this, some are like. It's yours. It's like this now, it's like that forever. That you should understand. That's the beauty of it. Therefore, back to the original point, spirituality is totally subjective. It's you and Krishna, that's it, goodbye, nobody else. No back to Joe, no back to Tom, no back to Bill. It's just you and God forever. God bless you. God bless God. Poor guy. He's got to put up with me forever. I should pray for Krishna. Krishna, I'm saying pray for you. You have to put up with me forever. I know, I'm worried about it. I mean, already talking about to Radharani about what I'm going to do about this place. Don't worry, Bill's such a place for wait for me. No, you have to go too. Oh, I'll do it. Different form. What time is it?
7.
Oh, it's time. Okay, any more questions? Any more dead questions? How to. I don't. One time, one famous guru in ISKCON gave a class to Mayapur in 1990. He said, he gave a great class, he's a famous guru. He said, I'll take any question on any subject. Preferably when I talk about the Bhagavatam, but I'll take any question. Only I won't take any how-to questions. I wouldn't, they would know, you could ask any question, no how-to question. But okay, what's your how-to question? How to be humble, how to be sincere, how to be enthusiastic.
So if seva is most important, how much to in the day put time, manage time, like for thinking about God, like for bhajan and smaran and for Vaishnavas?
How to balance Vaishnava Seva, bhajan, chanting, studying, thinking, smaran, and verses in a day.
How to balance all my things. I don't know. If I find out, I'll tell you. Balance is not a word over here. You ever see Krishna walk? Does Krishna walk in a straight line?
He saunders.
He saunders. He walks like an intoxicated elephant. He goes this way and that way. And maybe go more over that way. There's a pretty girl over that way, he goes more over that way. There's a pretty girl over there, he goes over that way. There's nothing straight about Krishna. That's why in Brij-Mandal they call him Tera Bhagavan. Tera Bhagavan means bend. Banke Bihari. Banke means bend. Banke means bend. He's crooked. He speaks crooked, he talks crooked, he walks crooked, he acts crooked. So what do you want balance? How are you going to get balance with a crooked guy?
Crooked balance.
Crooked balance. You're asking how do we balance the Krishna Bhakti? Krishna Bhakti worshiping the most unbalanced guy in creation. You want balance, worship Ramachandra, worship Vishnu. You got one arm here, one arm there. Krishna, you got have arm here, have arm there. His legs this way, one leg is this way, one leg is that way. We don't know which way he's right or left or center. We don't know what he is. He's Sri Bhagavalitam. He doesn't stand straight, he doesn't stand crooked. He doesn't sit, he doesn't stand, he doesn't walk, he doesn't talk, he sings. He doesn't work, he plays. What he do is balance. I mean, come on. How you balance? I really, you ask me how to balance, you're the wrong guy to ask. I'm the most unbalanced guy on the planet. I'm always on a seesaw. You know, seesaw? You have to do an exercise like that. I had to hold a bar over my head. I had to lift my right leg and my left leg. Right leg and my left leg. And keep it balanced. I can't do it. It's physical therapy. Basically, chant as much as you can, remember as much as you can, reduce your eating and sleeping as much as possible, and follow your guru. That's the best thing you can do. The most balanced thing to do is to follow your guru. That's balance. Balance means mental balance. It's called equilibrium of mind, equipoise. It's called equanimity. The mind must be balanced. Without a shanti man, you can't do svarna of Krishna. You're talking about chanting and prikrama and study and bhajan and puja. These are all external things. The real balance is inside the head. External, you sleep sometimes 3 hours, sometimes 8 hours, sometimes hours. That doesn't matter anything. What matters is how balanced you are inside your brain, how your mind is balanced. That's the real balance, because that's tested at the time of death. Your mental balance. And when you die, you're out of balance. You're totally out of balance. You can't balance anything. Your senses don't work. They shut down. You can't hear, you can't speak, you can't think, you can't swallow, you can't breathe. You're dying. You're leaving the body. The only thing you're trying to balance is your mind. You can only do that if Krishna lets you balance. He'll appear in your mind if he loves you. So we should only worry about keeping mental balance throughout our life. Keep a balanced mind. That's the main thing. Physical bodies are always, the modes of nature are always competing for control of the human body. But the Atma can control the mind. The body is controlled by the three modes of nature. But the Atma can control the mind. So we should try to control the mind. That's what Krishna says throughout the Gita. Control the mind. He says your mind will be tested at the time of death. Yam yam vabi sran bhavam chajat yanti kaleram tam tam ayati konta sada tad bhava bhavita. What bhava you're balancing in your mind? What is the bhava? What is the emotion? What is the feeling of love? You're keeping balance and floating in your mind. That will be tested at the time of death. Not how many rounds, how many frequencies, how many pujas, how many asiyas, that doesn't matter. It's mental balance that counts.
I was trying to ask that, for us it is to, our goal is like to meditate on the Leela of Radha Krishna. do smarana. But this Vaishnav Seva is maybe more important than that. So,
So what do you want to say?
so I'm saying that if, like what to choose, to be Sevananda or Bhajan.
I once asked my guru about this. I said, ideally, we should do swaran all day and night. He looked at me and said, you can do that? I said, no. I had to sleep, I had to bathe, I had to eat. I had to do so many things. I had to go to pay my electric bill. I had to do things in this world. So I said, what do I do? He said, you do swaran as much as you can, but you can't do swaran any more than you chant some japa. You can't do japa any more than you chant some kirtan. You can't do kirtan any more than you read some shastra. Then you get hungry, you could offer it. Then you have Babaji to do some puja. You just keep engaged in service. That's basically what he said. The goal is to do swaran, but can you do it all the time? I said, no. He said, keep engaged in service. Whole idea is service. We're a service entity. We're made of service. So there's unlimited services to do. So if you want to know what to do, ask your guru for a program of service, or you're experienced well, you know how to keep yourself engaged in service. So keep engaged in service. Always ask yourself, is what I'm doing right now pleasing the Guru and Krishna? If the answer is yes, then you're doing good. Keep doing it. If the answer is no, then get on the wall and start doing service to Guru and Krishna. The balance is to keep doing service and keep your mind fixed on Krishna. That's the keynote. Keep the mind fixed on Krishna. However you can do that. Vaishnava Seva, do it mentally, do it physically. You do everything. That's the beauty of bhakti. There's no limit to how you can do bhakti. You do bhakti physically and mentally. It's wide open field. That's the beauty of it. Everyone can do bhakti. Young, old, sick, unwell, healthy. It doesn't matter how you are. You can do bhakti. Lying in bed, you can do bhakti. Thursday night, there's a verse in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Kayate Shuate, Nam Krishna Lal. Yeah, I think it's Chaitanya Bhagavat actually. Whether you're eating or sleeping, take the holy name of Krishna. It's a Shuate, Kayate Shuate. Kayate means eating, Shuate means sleeping. Either you're sleeping or eating, you can do bhakti. So it's unlimited the way you connect with Krishna. So I said, Jaya Jaya Sri Radhe. Francis.